Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with My Hero Academia. Last time on My Hero Academia, we had the scoop on UA Class 1A, where a reporter wanted to find out who was going to be All Might's successor, wound up at Class 1A, and narrowed it down all the way to Izuku Midoriya. And he told Midoriya about this, and he was like, look, I didn't come here to write an expose on the next symbol of peace, but I know that I can write articles with hope now. And he had a nice picture, and it was all good. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Good little fun episode, and it'll be interesting to see where we are going this time around. This is where I say no spoilers in the comments whatsoever. This is also where I say if you want to watch my reaction to this episode of My Hero Academia, what you gotta do is head down in the description or to the pinned comment, click on the link there. That will take you over to the reaction. You can watch it just like a normal reaction. When you're done with that, you can pop right back over here to this video for the discussion. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into this episode of My Hero Academia. Here we go. Well, this is terrifying. This is terrifying. He's not funny. Midoriya is not funny. I mean, that's the thing. If you tell someone to be funny, it's almost impossible for them to be funny at that point. Like, if I was there, and I like to think of myself as a funny guy, how would I approach that? Well, here's another thing. I have been told that I have a bit more of a dry sense of humor. Wait a second. I already did it. When they walked in, oh my god, I made a joke and I didn't even realize. Now, it's a joke that nobody would get, but the way Midoriya slammed that door open, and I just went, King of Doors, bitch! That might work. That might be good enough for Mr. or Sir Night Eye. I hope so. God, he's immediately terrifying. He's immediately terrifying. God, Midoriya's like the least funny, other than Todoroki and maybe Bakugo. Like, everyone else I feel like is even just a little funnier. Even Ida, at least Ida has like the energy and stuff. Maybe not the jokes, but he's got the energy. How do they exist? How do they exist there, man? This is, oh god, this is insanity. At least, I mean, now we at least know why he would have been All Might's sidekick. Because if there's anyone who can bring jokes and energy, it's All Might. But can Midoriya? See, I don't know how he recovers. I don't know how he recovers from that. I'm going through everything we know about Midoriya, and I'm like, what works as comedy? What works as comedy? I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Because I'm trying to think, like, just even in this situation, how can he recover from this? You know, like, he did the thing, and then he's like, are you ridiculing All Might? He's like, no. How do you recover from that? I don't know. That was me doing this. I wasn't, like, jacking off or anything, just so you know. It's just... Oh, kind of sounds like it, though. Although, I don't know. That is hard enough to do on its own. Don't imagine that. Moving on. How does he recover? I don't know. That's the cliffhanger, is I don't know how he recovers from that. I got nothing. I got nothing. He should have gone with the King of Doors joke. And it makes no sense. It makes no sense, by the way. I'm sure none of you understand it. Unless you watch Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series. But I can't believe I made a joke as soon as Midoriya entered. That's all you needed. That's all he needed. Just... King of Doors, bitch! Oh. Goodness. Well, I see how Togata also gets along here. Because, Togata, even if he's not that funny, with him being like, I got Toga, go there. I got Toga there. Now that's not even what he said. Because that makes no sense, because his name is Togata. Togata the place. Midori is screwed. I don't see how he gets out of this. I don't see how he gets out of this. There's nothing funny that he can do. He's not funny. He has failed as a comedian. Why didn't All Might warn him? Well, I mean, it doesn't even matter. I mean, that's the thing. Togata warned him, but he's not funny. He's screwed. Okay. Man, the season's gonna go nuts, I can already tell. Because, okay, so the Yakuza, low-level thugs now, but the Yakuza with Overhaul, he was going to take over the League of Villains and use it for his own purposes. Very, very ballsy plan. You know what I do like? I like that everyone in there, they are all definitely Tomura's posse now. That's what I'm calling them, Tomura's posse. Because they all had Shigaraki's back. 100%. And I'm glad. I'm glad there's that trust between them, Jesus. So, yeah. So the League of Villains still technically doesn't have any direction, which, I mean, we've been on the build-up of this, but yeah. Shigaraki, he has an idea, but yeah, he hasn't really organized the League yet. But that's not to say that he isn't close to. He just hasn't yet. So there's that. So Overhaul was going to come in and literally overhaul the League of Villains and make it his own. Okay. And then obviously this pissed off Shigaraki. And then Magna's fucking dead. Jesus. A friend, that was such an intense death, too. Has anyone died on this show yet? I don't think so, actually. Wait a sec. Has anyone actually died on this show yet? I don't think so. No. Nobody has ever died on this show. Magna is the first true death, The closest we get is, we see Shimura beaten within an inch of her life, and then it cuts away, and, she dies, basically. But that's about it. Other than that, this is kind of the first just death on screen, and good God, was it violent. Jeez Louise. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, what other shows do I watch that's similar to? I mean, Attack on Titan gets pretty gory. JoJo doesn't really, and then... No, you know what that was? This was One Punch Man. Whenever Saitama just, like, throws one punch and then someone is just obliterated, smacks Mosquito Girl, just blood over, just covering buildings, That is what that was. My God in heaven. That was crazy. So Overhaul, I guess, is trying to fill the power vacuum left by All for One, which is pretty crazy. All right, I'm watching it again. Jeez Louise.
I don't want to be bound by anything. We're free to decide for ourselves exactly where we belong.
That is the craziest death.
Just remember, you made the first move.
Is Overhaul's voice different? I don't remember it sounding like that last season. I don't remember, but Jesus Christ, he's just dead. And you know what? Like, now we haven't gotten, President Mike, Overhaul, his quirk, whatever the hell. But that looks like a plague which goes with his mask. My goodness. How do you beat him? How do you beat him? You can't touch him. Although, I mean, Magna had a plan. Beat the shit out of him with the giant thing. It's just that Magna got close enough and got scratched. So, jeez Louise. Yeah, you know what I did like seeing? I like seeing Shigaraki fight. We don't really get that often. Shigaraki did actually fight, which was pretty cool, and they did take out one of the Yakuza, I guess. So that was pretty cool. Okay. Did they fire anti-quirk bullets? Because Mr. Compress got shot, and then he lost his power. He couldn't use it. Which, that's the thing. He was going to use his power to compress Overhaul so that he wouldn't be a problem. But it didn't work because he got shot. Does the Yakuza have anti-quirk bullets? My God, that sounds terrifying! Like Aizawa's power in a bullet. Jeez Louise. A lot of stuff happened in there. That was just insanity. And we did get a bit of Shigaraki fighting, and he just completely disintegrated one of theirs. And Mr. Compress lost his arm, though. Oh, my gosh. Magna's dead. Jesus Christ. And I'm pretty sure that's the first death on the show. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the first legitimate death on screen. And by God, that was violent. Oh, man. That is just insane. This season's going to be dark, I feel like. This is insanity, man. So, yeah. All that happened. I did like, again, Tomura's posse being like, oh, no, just let me cut him. Let's destroy them and stuff. And Tomura having to hold them back, Oh, man, oh, man. So we're definitely going to have to see what the hell's going on there. I hope Shigaraki can figure out a way to beat them, Moving back, we have the work studies, so there was basically like a vote, and there were some people in opposition to the first years going to work studies, including All Might, actually, which is pretty interesting. And then, but they ended up like, no, if we can't just keep protecting them, they do need to get so much stronger. So they're going to be allowed to go to work studies, but they have to go to like basically proven work studies, you know? They can't just go to pretty much any of them. So they have to go to very specific ones, and Sir Night-Eye is very specific. Now, it's interesting that they say All Might doesn't want to talk to Sir Night-Eye, and it's definitely, there's some sort of history between them. You know, something went wrong, and honestly, he did kind of say, it's like, look, you know, I ended up exactly where he said I was going to end up. So it's kind of like, you know, they must have had some falling out, and then they had some sort of falling out, and then All Might just doesn't want to go face him, basically. So we'll definitely have to see more of that, hopefully. Oi. So yeah. But another way to be introduced to Sir Night-Eye is Togata, which I said last episode when they talked to her, I was like, oh yeah, you know, Mirio Togata, he works with All Might's former sidekick, so that could probably work. So that's where I thought, like, oh, maybe Midoriya is going to go with a work study for Sir Night-Eye, and then, I don't know, he becomes best friends with Togata, you know? Kind of seems like that's where we're going. So that was pretty cool. And I like All Might saying, you know, thinking like, man, if I didn't meet Midoriya when I did, I probably would have chosen Togata as my successor. Like, that is pretty crazy, you know? So I really like that. That was really, really cool. And then, yeah, you gotta laugh. You gotta make him laugh. Which is, we're slightly at an unsalvageable point for Midoriya. I'm really not sure how he's going to be able to do this. I'm just posting a video. Don't mind me. I'm not sure how he's going to be able to do this. We did meet Bubble Girl, which was funny. That, you know, this is what, if you don't have a good amount of energy and you make him laugh, then you get strapped to the tickle device and you are tickled. And it doesn't help for her that she has a lot of exposed skin. So just everything is up for tickling. And yeah, Midoriya tried an All Might impression, but that doesn't seem to work. And Togata's like, oh crap, he's not funny. And sure enough, Midoriya isn't funny. So I have no idea how he's going to be able to get out of this one. How he's going to be able to salvage it. But you kind of know he will salvage it. I just have this feeling that he will. But how he's going to do that, I have no idea. But we will find out next time. What an insane episode. But I loved it. And I can't wait to see where we're going in this very, very weird and dark season of My Hero Academia. So with all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Hero Academia reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon, follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.